Welcome to our first unboxing. Today's car is the MJX 110 scale. It's the largest MJX off-road car they have, except for the rock crawler. So this is a black version, obviously. They come with the clipless body design, so you don't have to have any body clips protruding. You just have this little latch. They've taken a bit of a few ideas from the Traxxas design, as you can see by the grey colour.
Stop copying me!
You've got a nice honeycomb reinforcing pattern in the chassis there. Also the armour styling of the top brace. Looking at the suspension, so full alloy body, plastic cap I believe. So large heatsink covering the motor to cool it down, and also two fans. Speed control wise, it can handle up to 4-cell lithium. Plug wise, XT60. Servo, very heavy duty, 35 kilo. Battery hold down is a Velcro strap, so there's two straps. So to give you some context where MJX has come from, they started out with this little baby, 16 scale, which has been out for multiple years. They come in brushed and brushless. Not too long ago, they released this beautiful 14 scale, which is much bigger and has a bigger battery, 3 amp battery. So we've got the 116 and the 114 right here. 114 is a bit more expensive, but it's got two shells. So you get the gold shell for free. You get a gold shell and a black shell. You also get extra sets of wheels. You get the normal off-road Proline trencher style tyres and paddle tyres for that sand action. These ones here. There's a couple of washers in here as well to prevent the wheel nuts flying off. Bigger one on top, the 114, and 116 underneath. The 114, the larger one's got a full metal chassis, alloy chassis, and the 116's plastic. Okay, here we have the whole family of the 116, 114, and 110. There's your wheelbase difference. So biggest difference is between the 10 and the 14 scale. 14's got alloy chassis and the 10's got plastic with all the reinforcing, obviously. Battery power, so this little one comes with a 2-cell hard case battery. This one here comes with a 2-cell 3000 milliamp, so it's as big as it can fit in that little container. You can take this battery and put it into this 116 car if you use the special battery cradle that comes with those batteries. So 1000 milliamp, 3000 milliamp. This one's quite flexible. It can take a 2-cell up to a 4-cell. 2-cell as in a 5000 milliamp up to a 4-cell, probably no bigger than 5000, or it gets too high and it won't fit in. Let's look at what batteries will fit this little baby. So this is a 2-cell 5000 soft case. Goes in there just fine. It's quite wide in the tray, so even if the power cord's sort of coming out the corner. So this 2-cell is 13 centimeters long, about 4.5 wide, 4.5 centimeters. Right, next one, we've got a 5000 3-cell. Again, the lead's coming out in the corner here, so slightly above the chassis line. From the top, no issues. This one is also about 13 centimeters long and 4.5 wide. Give you the height too, which is about 28 mil. Then we got a 3-cell 5500. It's very similar. It's no issue. It's not falling out, and the lead's not rubbing the main prop shaft, so that's good. Lastly, we got a 4-cell 7000. This is our biggest 4-cell. Being a bit taller, it's a bit less stable in there because the battery tray is quite wide, so it seems to want to wobble around a little bit. This is where we might get into some issues with the Velcro strap. Again, if you pull the strap all the way down to the edge of the chassis and then put the end through. So this one's too big. If you want to put the big ones in, you have to get a longer Velcro strap. Make sure it stays in there. We'll measure the strap and we'll tell you what to go for. So this one is about 22 centimeters. So that's too short if you want to run a massive battery like this. Maybe about 45 mils high. So definitely keep it under that height if you want to use the standard straps. So this car comes with headlights and tail lights. The front's more like a light bar, but we'll call it headlights. And the back has little LEDs in the bumper. To turn them on, what you do is you get the remote on the handle here, you push the button and lights go on. There's your backlights. Very cool feature. So it runs on a 3rd channel. Extra that you also get with the car, you get a wheelie bar like this. Got to put it on yourself, so you better have some tools. Very basic, just plastic wheels and a plastic, I guess, axle. And it must go on the back, just underneath the bumper. You get a bag of foam, probably for the battery support. You also get a couple of spare rod ends, actually 4 of them, not a couple. You also get a couple of tools, so you get a nice wheel wrench and Allen keys, which I probably wouldn't suggest, but they're there in case you're really stuck. Also, you get another bag. If one bag's not enough, you get 2. This one has spare suspension. So these are front knuckles. So you get a complete built assembled arm with your C-hub, with your knuckle, with your screws. No bearings, no drive shaft, but it's in there. And the other side as well, right here. How cool is that? And you also get I believe, a skid plate. Or two. Two of these things. Let's see where they go in the car. At the back of the car, there's a metal plate right there. So you get two spare ones in case you start wearing through those. There's no spare front one. Okay, we've gone through most of the features of this car. Now we're going to go test drive it out in the park with 2, 3 and 4 cell batteries and also checking the speed. We're back to do a quick speed test on different batteries. So 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell. This is a 2 cell battery in here right now. Let's see how fast it goes. A little bit of tire chirping there. Very manageable. Still quick. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, but the body won't stay on. What do you reckon, guys? Maybe 30, 35? 38. Wow, that's not bad. We're back to do a 3 cell test. Hopefully it's faster. Oh, bit of a bunny hop there. Heaps more fun. Speed checker, 44 this time. Way more fun. All right, now let's try 4 cell. Go. Oh, can't even get it down. That is crazy. Try and keep it on the 4 wheels. Whoa. That's off its head. Something happened, busted a tire. Look at this. Well, there goes our testing. Slight issue. Now we've got to go back to the shop and get some new tires. There you go, so the battery fell out, that strap was definitely not long enough, and now we've got a fire going on here. So the battery obviously was rubbing on the bell crank. One of the balance lead cables have popped out. Keep the leads away from anything that moves. The insane speed that we got this time with the 4 cell. Let's have a look, let's read. That can't be right.
That's not right, right?
All right guys, we're back using the 4 cell battery. We're gonna do another speed run. We're gonna try and keep it on all 4 wheels this time. Yay. Yeah, very hard to keep it down. Yeah, so there's your problem. As soon as you go faster than maybe that 45 km/h speed, the front picks up and you just cannot get any more speed down. So 4 cell is unusable. I'm on that quarter speed now. Now it's half. Yeah, there's no way you're going to get full speed. Time to check how fast we got. 53 km/h. Wow.
I'm not impressed.
Okay, another speed test. This is a 3 cell battery, probably the one that we recommend. The 2 cell, I think, is going to be too slow for the adults. And the 4 cell, as we saw before, was insanely fast and ridiculous. A little bit unstable, but yeah, at least we're on all 4s this time. So to anyone wanting to buy one of these, definitely ignore the 4 cell. Even though the speed control can take it, 3 cell is great. A lot of fun. Let's press this little read button. Did we just get 60 km/h?
Yep.
It's faster. It's faster on 3 cell than 4 cell. There you go. Okay, we're not giving up. So the cameraman says, let's try 4 cell again. We've got new tires. Go. So, probably not enough space. I don't want to hit that pole. Let's come back. See, as soon as you go 3rd throttle, the front just picks up. And then you're out of control. Slowly. As soon as you go half throttle, it... I think that's our best run ever. 60.
What?
I got 60 kilometers with the 4S, same as the 3S. So all it means is you're getting better acceleration and potential of doing maybe flips. Honestly, stick to a 3 cell, get a big capacity 3 cell and enjoy it. What's happened? The tree came out of nowhere. Has it survived? Lucky, lucky, let's go again. So we're testing it on 2 cell, 3 cell and 4 cell. Unfortunately with the big 4 cell battery and the extra weight, The straps were struggling. The tires couldn't handle the extra RPM. The front one blew, then were followed by the back two. The body shell, obviously with tumbles and rollovers, the body shell can come loose. It's only attached by that little hook. So when we did use the full cell battery, because we had the GPS speed meter placed inside the battery tray, it actually caused the battery to sit too far forwards, and the balance leads were touching on the bell crank, and that resulted to the balance plug being torn off and nearly causing a fire. So do not have your wires coming out the front of a tray. Make sure it's rotated so it's at the back. Now, cool comparison between the two most similar models that we do sell here. We've got the MJX on this side and the rival MT10. A lot more expensive. Very cool design on the body shell. These ones come in black and white only. But let's look at the differences. This one, way bigger shocks, alloy bodied in the shocks. Turnbuckles are bigger and thicker. You've got metal drive shafts all around, front and back. This one's got plastic drive shafts, front and back. You can get an upgrade of metal drive shafts. They come as a pair of front or rear only. You do have to pull the diff apart to install them. Speed control wise, 100 amp versus 60 amp, 4 cell versus 3 cell max. The motor is way longer on this, on the MJX. It might even be like a 600 can or at least 550. This is only a 540. So way bigger motor, way bigger servo. Bracing on this one that isn't on the associated car. Lights on this one are on all the time, whereas on this one they can be turned on and off from the controller. Underneath we've got that difference of the metal skid plate, which is this one on the back. This one's just like a plastic bulkhead, I guess, all in one. The front has a metal skid plate on the MJX, whereas associated car is kind of similar to the Traxxas design, where it's just a bulkhead / skid plate. So the body shell on the associated car, no roof skid, no back support or back reinforcement, no roll cage. Very simple. MJX, they've outdone themselves. They've got their rear tail support like on the X-Max. They've got the roof skids like on the new X-Max. Front bonnet scoop / hook. Very similar to the Traxxas design. Their roll cage goes from the front to the back. With what we've done to ours, it's held up very well. But yeah, the MJX has a lot more reinforcing, so I think it will last a lot longer. The MJX has a controller which has that 70 to 100% speed adjuster. So if you're not used to driving at full speed, you can just change it to 70 and it'll calm the car down a little bit. So great benefit for new people. The ESC switch too is a lot nicer on the MJX. It's just like a robust little round button, whereas the Associated has that fragile, skinny little tip on the switch, which a lot of people seem to tear or rip off. So I think that's way better on the MJX as well. In summary, so you've seen what we've done to this car. It's really strong. So I would definitely recommend it on a 3-cell battery. You've got that speed limiter switch on the controller as well, so adjust it to your driving skill. Yeah, practice, have fun. You've got those spare parts in the box as well. Get out there, have fun, keep getting better.